What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another video. I thought I'd do another one of my update videos. We're about a week into the stay-at-home order, a little over actually, so I thought I'd just go through what that's been like for business and in life in general. As I've mentioned before, most of the work that I had on the schedule has been canceled, but I haven't been not working at all. I actually expected to be working less by this point. And by working, I mean on actual paying jobs. I'm kind of always working. I love photography. I'll always be working on stuff like my videos and my, trying new things in the studio and stuff like that. But, a week ago Saturday, I shot a wedding for a couple. They were supposed to have a big wedding. Last minute, their photographer dropped out. I knew someone who was the best man, who would have been the best man. And they gave me a call, and I went and photographed them, and they had downsized to 9 people, so I could be the 10th, because that's when you were still allowed to gather up to 10 people. So after that day, I went up to Cleveland on my bike, and I shot a bunch of film doing that. And then I spent all of last Monday editing the wedding photos. And so on the following Tuesday, then I did some film stuff. My GoPro Hero 8 came back, which I made a video about, which I'm really excited to have. And so, I kept myself really busy through the week. And then on Wednesday, I got a call from a friend, and he worked for the food bank, and they were having a big event that they needed to have covered and documented. And, the National Guard was there helping and everything. So I photographed that, and then I shot drone footage, and I shot a bunch of B-roll. So, editing all of that kept me busy for the next few days. And then a couple of projects that I had already done the filming and photographing for came back around as the editing needed to be done. Some of these drone videos that I had done for a real estate company, they came back with the edits they would have liked to see and some of the wording changes, which is always how we do it. We do a little back and forth till we get it completely fine-tuned in what they want. And then a big portrait session I had done where a couple of the people who were in the portraits were asking for a couple little tweaks here and there, which is pretty typical too. So even though last week was the stay-at-home order, I actually kept busy with a decent bit of work, and then, rode my bike a lot and also put out a number of these videos. So, getting into this week, tomorrow I have another big video shoot, so I have that going on. I spent all of yesterday working on some film photography that I had shot over the weekend. I got back into doing black and white with my Minolta. So I shot that, developed it, made a video about it, made blog posts, Instagram posts, all the stuff that I always like to do. Just, I guess I had a full day to knock it out all at once instead of sometimes how it gets spaced out. So yeah, so far things, again, still haven't felt that unusual work-wise. Of course, I'd rather be busy. I'd rather be making more busy with paying work and making more money from that. But it hasn't become like the Twilight Zone. A little bit, it feels like when I was first starting out. When I first started the business, I didn't, I maybe had 1 or 2 shoots a week. And so the other days it would be, I would like to go through my routine, like go for a run, get in the shower, get dressed in normal clothes, and then go up to my office and, maybe work on photos I had taken the day before, work on portfolio stuff, work on the website, all this, the social media marketing stuff, trying to figure out how I was going to grow the business. So yeah, it's almost like a throwback now, like a little of that extra time is still going into stuff like that. When I set up the lights in the studio to try out a new technique or, try and do some different kind of product shots on the other side of the studio. I'm kind of just, it feels like being back to the beginning. I'm not always getting paid, but I'm always working on it, and always trying to keep improving everything. So yeah, I'm definitely not bored. I'm definitely not sitting around still, same as the last update. I also just got a call from a friend who needs his portfolio shot, and he's a sculpture artist, and they're mostly like big pieces in different public parks. So the good thing about that is even with the stay-at-home order, we're allowed to get out to the parks and we're allowed to ride our bikes and stuff like that. So I'll throw my camera on the backpack, and now I have a few days of finding the right light for each sculpture and getting around and doing those. So, another paycheck this week, which will be nice. So yeah, things have been fairly normal for me. Again, I thought they will be slowing down even more so. And then maybe I will, like I had mentioned, get into more of the stuff I need to be working on here at the building. There's maintenance issues. There's some stuff I just want to do cosmetically, but there's always something to do when your studio's in a 1920s building. And then there's always something to do when I just love, photography. So there's always a new skill I want to learn or a new film I want to try. So yeah, I'll just still be keeping busy. I'll still be keeping in touch and updating on here. But that's it for now. I hope everybody else is doing well and staying safe, and I will see you in the next video.